Hello.
Oh. Hello, welcome again.
That was a bit wild.
Who's wild? Wild and wacky.
Wild.
Friday.
No, we're in the red all over the place, mate.
Are we?
Yes.
What do you want me to do?
Well, turn the mics down a bit.
How's that?
Because mine will be louder.
Yours louder because you're a louder person.
Well, I didn't say that.
How's
anyway,
that?
Welcome. Episode 211.
Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's one after that special one.
It was, wasn't it? Welcome, everybody. Hearns live.
Let's
Here
see
we
who's
are
on.
in the studio.
Who is on?
Been a massive day.
Oh, look, Craig Jones is on.
Enough to get your heart pumping.
Retro Rob. Captain S-Man.
Pumping too. Captain S-Man.
Tony P's on.
Oh,
He's on.
He's up to no good. He's be prepping, Tony P, for the Geelong Cup.
He's painting.
He's painting, is he?
Painting. He's got a few days to paint a body.
Getting his wall paint ready. Welcome Tony P into the studio. Who else we got? Got Nids.
Yep. Retro Rob.
Car of the week.
Carol
Sitting
Wick right here.
in front of us.
Yep. You can see sort of like half of it.
Is that the
What
good
is it?
half or the bad half? I should
Good
show
half.
the other half because it's like two-tone and you've like cut it off at like the body line
Yeah. There you go.
so they can see that
So we need to know the make,
model,
the color,
texture,
texture, the year,
killer wasps.
killer wasp. Yeah.
And the first name
And the weight.
of the owner of the company.
First name of the owner.
of the owner of the company.
Okay, all right. I don't even know that one.
I do.
Oh, well, at least someone knows. I could make up a name.
It wouldn't be Ferdinand
Why not?
because that's Porsche.
There could be other Ferdinands around.
I just gave it away that it's not a Porsche.
Are you silly?
It might be a Porsche. Just not owned by Ferdinand. Welcome.
All right.
What have we got on today?
Well, quite a few things.
I'm feeling a bit rattled.
Oh, yeah?
These
They're-
chips are nice, bro.
Oh, they're not bad, are they?
What? Do you want to start on a bit of how much model stuff you got today?
A bit,
Because
because
it's model madness.
there's events happening all around Australia, actually, because of a long weekend.
Weekend.
It's not just Model Expo. There's a race you talked about.
Yep.
That's in Geelong.
The Geelong
There's a
Triple Crown.
There's a multitude of
Triple Crown.
multitude of train events on.
8-scale buggy racing at Mork,
Oh, that's right. I saw that. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I
Not
saw
sure,
that.
They haven't really given much info.
Mhm. It's a long weekend, so everyone's making the most of it.
That's right. Why not get out there and do something?
That's right.
And I think the weather's okay.
Is it? I haven't even checked that. If the weather's okay, that'll be perfect for everyone.
Well, it doesn't matter for the modelers. Most of that's done inside.
That's right.
It's
And also at Geelong. Geelong's indoor too.
Is it?
It's gonna
Isn't
be
it?
13 degrees. It's going to be a little chilly, but it'll be all right.
A little bit chilly.
In the Chully bun.
Is that like exo sauce?
Chully bun. Well, let's go. Let's get started.
Let's get going. What are we going to talk about?
You tell me.
Well, Model Expo is a big thing.
Is it?
And we've been talking about Model Expo for a whole year.
Well, since last one.
Since the last one.
Yeah.
Which was a year ago.
Just about.
Almost. So Model Expo is the biggest model competition and model exhibition in Australia.
And the Southern Hemisphere, I've heard.
Probably. Is Malaysia in the Southern Hemisphere?
No.
Oh, isn't it? Okay, then it is the biggest one in the Southern Hemisphere. Because there's a big one happening right now in Malaysia.
Is there?
Yeah.
They got nothing on us.
No, they call this Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Yeah. Don't know what it stands for, but it's called Malcolm. So our Model Expo is happening from tomorrow. So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Monday is the big day where you get all the judging.
Then you're going to go and drop something off.
I will drop something off.
The Fiat.
No.
Your Fiat.
I've been working on a Fiat, but that's not ready yet. And people have probably seen pictures of my Fiat, but it's not quite ready.
Show us your Fiat, I've been saying the whole time.
You want to see my Fiat? I'll show you my Fiat.
What have you got there? Not your feet.
This is my Fiat.
It's a robot.
It's a Maschinen Krieger powered suit.
Powered suit.
Yeah.
Does it have lights? Any animatronics?
Not in this one.
Is there a urinating pig?
Not on this one, although I could transfer that over to here.
That
That'd
could be
quite
your,
easy to do.
that could be your thing.
Could it be?
Yep.
A urinating pig on every single model I'd build. No.
Yeah, like a dancing otter on your Facebook post.
So this is the Maschinen Krieger
Mm-hmm.
suit, which originally is called a raccoon, but I've modified it.
Why did you do that?
Gave it a long gun
Ooh.
and really long antennas,
Gun envy.
and I've given it this really interesting Waffen SS camouflage pattern.
Waffen SS.
That's a bit naughty. I'm not meant to say that.
Are you?
No. But in World War II,
Tony Gray waffles all the time.
no, doesn't he? He likes to eat them too. Waffles, that is.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's my entry.
Is that a stone that you've carved that out of? Is that a brick? Have you taken somebody's house
Pick
brick?
it up and wait, feel the weight of it.
Wow. It's light. It's not a brick.
It's not a brick.
It's definitely not a brick.
That's that foam that we have.
Oh, that's an XPS foam.
That's it. That's it.
Ooh.
Let's have a look from the top.
You have a look. I don't want to break it.
You don't want to break it. Why not?
What's the name of the driver? Do you call them drivers?
I don't know. Is that what you call him? A driver?
Does he
I
have a
don't
name?
call him a driver.
He's very fair. Is it a he?
It's a she.
I was going to say, I was expecting a scantily clad lass in your mech suits. Don't know why.
Well, she's not wearing anything inside.
You know that because you're her master who built it.
That's right. I know everything.
And you built her with no clothes.
That's right. That's right. So there's a little groundwork I did.
So did you
we'll go
grow
from
that in?
Lars.
Did you grow it in the window?
So Lars grew this.
Oh, this is all synthetic.
So Lars, this is Lars here.
Lars Op.
This is Green Stuff World. This stuff is, I'm not too sure, but that was on a piece of paper which I found sitting around here.
American.
And then this stuff is Martin Wahlberg.
All these names
Yep.
of bushes.
Yep. So that's just a block of foam with a bit of
Did you
grout.
use the box cheese grater on that?
No, I use my homemade hot wire cutter. It glows red hot. This is pretty scary.
Is it?
Yeah, I plug it into a 3-cell LiPo and it glows red hot.
Wow.
And then there's like kitty litter because, I've got a kitty, so I've got litter.
Kitty litter.
Yeah, just the texture of the base. Most of it's been covered up with
Clean?
with green. Yeah, it's a clean stuff straight out of the packet.
Oh,
I don't use the,
I was gonna
the
say,
used stuff.
no?
See the texture here, but
You're a bloody wizard.
so there you go.
Doesn't have a hand
that's
on this
my
side. Is that just a gun?
That's a gun.
Is that
And
what
I
you
made it extra
modified?
long. Yes. So the normal gun's like a real shorty.
Yep.
I made it super long. And I've got the extra long antenna on it. And here.
Is that so they got 5G?
That's like, I reckon they're up to 700G.
700G.
That's right. There's a few generations there. But yeah,
And it
there we
seems
go.
quite cramped with the lid on, I imagine.
it would be. It would be. So this is a really famous sort of shape.
It opens and closes.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh-oh.
it's at a funny angle, so I can't. Well, you get the idea. I'll push it down if I had both hands on it. But yeah, that's what it looks like with it all closed.
Fantastic. So this is your entry. Is that your one and only entry into Model
No, I'm going
Expo
to have 2
20?
entries.
Yep.
The other one is still in the cabinet.
Oh, little Pedro.
Pedro.
Is it Pedro?
It can be Pedro. Is Pedro a very English name? Sounded English.
No, Spanish.
Is it? That's close enough.
Yeah.
Family could have come from Spain. Yeah, there's an
They
English,
probably-
English soldier
if
named
it-
Pedro.
If they were English, they probably holidayed there.
Oh, they like it over there. It's not that far.
Don't know.
There you go. So that's Model Expo. So if you want to learn about Model Expo and you want to go have a look,
Have you got a link?
I can get a link. It is
Really?
in Springvale in Victoria. It's at Sandown Raceway.
Sandown Raceway.
Sandown Raceway. Let me find a link.
Model Expo.
Model Expo. So go
2024.
to here.
And we'll be there on Monday in person.
We will be.
Will you be doing signings?
Um,
Baby kissing and signings.
I can do. I'll take my scriber.
Bring a big...
Subscribe into the baby.
Oh,
That's-
Not allowed.
He got in trouble for that last year.
stays on longer.
True.
No, can't do that. Oh, okay. All right, let's go over here. Let me pop this in.
Pop it in.
Pop it in. This is Model Expo.
Do you know who might really like this? Scott.
Scott who?
Just Scott.
Any shot.
You know Scott. Scott that was in Monday.
Rawlings.
Scott that was in Monday.
Oh, yes.
Because he got the...
Yeah, that's
The other
right. Well, he's still in town.
Is it? Well, he might see this and go, oh, I've got to have that one.
There you go. Here's
It's
a link.
hot. There's a link to
There's
the
a
event.
link to Model Expo. So look that up.
Seamless. What's going on in the chat room?
There's a lot happening.
Is there any
Why not?
guesses on the car?
We have.
There's only 35. Oh, 130 of these made.
Where is it? Where is it?
Where's what?
Oh, Retro Rob says a McLaren.
I
That is
think
incorrect.
It is not a McLaren Retro, Rob.
Oh, Captain S-Man wants to know what train events are on. I can't remember. There's one out in, it's a Brandon Park, I think. They're doing an expo. They're
Oh.
around.
Oscar will know.
Oscar will know. We'll ask Oscar when he's in.
Oscar will be in soon. So
Oscar's here right now.
that Oscar there.
Let's get Oscar in.
Yeah.
Come on in, Oscar.
Glenn Waverley
Hello.
Train Show.
Glenn Waverley.
There you go. Thunder Turbine says Glenn Waverley.
Hello, Oscar. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you, Brett?
I'm really well. Welcome back in. This is your second time in the Hearns live studio.
I've got to guess on the first name.
What?
What is
Is it Horatio?
Horatio.
it?
Is it? Oh, there you go. Ned's got that one right.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Tony P.
And then Captain S-Man's got Pagani. So, yes, it is a Pagani. Okay,
That
so we've got
definitely
two.
Is a Pagani.
And
Horatio.
Oscar?
That's a biblical name, isn't it?
Spelled differently, though. Is it? I don't know. Is it biblical?
I don't know.
Wasn't Horatio Nelson part of the English fleet that destroyed the Spanish Armada?
It's getting awkward now.
Is it awkward? Are you feeling awkward?
A little bit.
I can see your whisker twinge a bit.
A little
It's
bit.
Horatio, but it's spelled differently to Horatio Nelson.
Right, there's no T.
Horatio Nelson has a T in the middle of it. Horatio Pagani has a C.
See? How awkward are you now?
Yeah.
Pretty awkward.
All right, let's
I
move
thought
on.
that C was the only way to spell Horatio.
Was it? There you go.
Oscar is laughing at us, wondering what we're doing.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Oscar?
What is that?
I've brought in a new shunter from Hornby. This is the Ruston and Hornsby 88DS.
88 DS.
Yes, it was a step up from the 48 DS. So
Yeah.
that was the predecessor to this one. This one was released.
Go to
in-
Overhead Town, Beach.
Yeah, head over
Take
that.
take a closer look.
This was released in the late 1930s, 1938, 1939. And it was produced all the way up till 1970. Had a very long lifespan.
So how did that differ from the previous one? It's got more power.
More power. So
Yeah.
first one had
More
48
power.
horsepower.
Right.
This being the 88 has 88 horsepower.
Oh, that makes sense. That's almost
So-
double.
88 horsepower. Is that all it takes to move a train?
This one could move up to 500 ton.
What?
It's 500.
Pretty efficient way of moving,
and
isn't it?
over the top of these buffers here, with these little stalks, they could add extra weight over the front and rear buffer beams if more tractive effort was needed. So you could pull even more. That wasn't measured, obviously, because it's just how much.
Oh,
it
these
could
little
pull.
things.
Yeah. So you could those are racks for weights,
Ah,
and you loaded the front and rear up all the way, try to get
Yep.
more grip, so it wouldn't slip.
right.
More grip, less slip.
Yeah. So this
Is this DCC or DC?
This is DC. I'm not sure if I think it is chippable with an 8-pin decoder. But it
Ooh.
comes DC from Hornby. It's got
Does it have working lights?
no lights on this one.
No.
No,
That's
it's
a good, simple, robust little unit, though, isn't it?
it is.
Isn't it?
It is about the best bang for buck you get from Hornby.
And given
nowadays.
the short wheelbase, you could really have some quite technical tracking there, couldn't you?
First radius is the minimum recommended from Hornby, but
Yeah.
I reckon you could push that way tighter.
Yeah.
I reckon it would go really narrow because it's the same wheelbase as N scale locomotives.
So something really long like a Flying Scotsman. What's the radius would you use on them?
Third
Third.
will be the minimum on that. You might be able to push it on 2, but it starts where it gets to the point where it doesn't look very realistic anymore. The front starts to overhang and with the front bogie,
Okay.
and all starts to buckle around, and it wouldn't cooperate with coaches on that sort of radius.
Mm.
So this is a much tighter locomotive designed for little shunting operations in little quarries and wherever
Little
it was
shunter.
needed. Yeah. So this is a 3-pole
Love me a
motor.
good shunter.
What did you say?
3-pole motor. Said I
Three-pole.
love me a good shunter.
Do you?
Yeah.
3 poles.
Little workhorse.
You like poles
yeah,
too,
lots
don't
of
you?
them.
Poles.
This one's got 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is 4 not enough?
Oh, I'm taking it to the next level with 4.
4's too many. Clearly. 3 is where we're at.
What have we got here? What's this thing on the back here?
On the back.
Something that
Little
you're about
hooky
to
thing.
break.
A hook,
Probably.
I assume, be probably for a lamp.
Oh, okay.
I assume. And
For
also,
for the reversing camera.
yeah, I had a little screen inside as well, so you can see where you're going. But like the Black 5, this has also got lots of interior detail too. Like we
Oh, right.
discussed all the gauges. This has got fully painted levers and stuff like that. It's hard to catch on camera, but in person, it adds a lot to the realism of it. It's a very, very sharply detailed locomotive, especially for its size. Like you get a lot of stuff.
I'm going to get right in there.
Get in. Ooh.
You
Maybe,
just
maybe
make
not that
out.
tight.
There you go.
Tight,
You
like,
can make out the red levers in there and all the gauges.
tight
Yeah.
like a toiga.
It is. And even being that small, they've still managed to fit all that detail in there.
Gee, they must have little hands.
Little Oompa Loompas working
I,
around the
I
Hornby
don't,
factory.
I don't know what they do.
Oh, there you go. Levers.
Leave it to Beaver.
That's
That
pretty
is so
impressive,
cool.
isn't it?
It's really, really well done.
Yeah, beautiful. I even like all these molded in venti bits. Is that what you call them? Venti bits.
Yeah, venti bits is
Yeah.
that's the scientific term.
Yes. And the
Engineering
grill
term.
looks good too.
Yeah, it's all really, really sharp lines. Like all the wasps that you get, like the wasp striping.
Yeah.
A lot of it will bleed over on lower quality locomotives, but they've done a really good job on this one. It's all really, really sharp, and there's very little paint bleed over the lines.
Must be printed.
I think they use a stamping mechanism. Yeah, so they'll
Yeah.
stamp it black.
Yeah.
And then a yellow stamp will come down and stamp that on afterwards.
Pretty
Yeah,
ace.
nice and bright. We like bright.
Super bright.
Bright's cool.
There you go. What else is happening? Which train show are you going to this weekend?
This weekend.
Yeah, are you going to a train show?
There's a few on apparently.
This weekend.
Yeah,
Glen
apparently
Waverley.
that's what I said.
Oh yeah, out towards Glen Waverley, and then the
That's
major one in
that's
August.
Finley's club, isn't it?
Sounds like it.
Glen Waverley or Mount Waverley?
It's
Oh,
an
one of
open
the
day or
Waverleys.
something.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
But I saw them all coming up on the Facebook. So if you go to Facebook events and just search for train shows, they'll all come up.
Yeah.
There's quite a few of them.
yeah, a lot of open days at the clubs and whatnot. And the major one came up in August. Looking forward to that one.
Fantastic. Now, what did you do last Sunday?
I went racing.
You went
I
RC
went
racing for the first time with a competition buggy.
Mm.
So,
You call it racing, more like mud pitting, but
yeah, at Knox's new rebuild. So,
Mm.
Oscar went out with the Yokomo YZ2 and
Yep.
raced 21.5.
Did it dry out a bit towards the end of the day?
a little bit.
Yeah,
Still didn't really help, but
because I saw a photo of your car and it was all brown.
it was very brown.
At one point,
very, very
yeah.
brown. I
Like
reckon
a
it
little-
weighed at least 2 kilos more.
Right.
It was ridiculous, but it
But
was
you
good.
had fun.
Mm.
You
really
had
good
fun.
Lots and lots and
Bit
lots
of
of fun.
RC racing.
Bit of pink tire action.
Yeah,
tire action.
more of that to come. I got some of that in
Ah.
Brett's bag later on. But yeah, we'll get stuck in that
Can't
later.
spoil
Well,
it.
congratulations, Oscar. Thank you for bringing a little shunter in.
No problem at all.
You go and have some fun, buddy.
I will do.
Thank you, Oscar.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Well, nice, isn't it? Because quite a few Hornby things
It's
came in.
very me.
Like big stuff.
Very me, because it doesn't look real delicate. No?
What, you're trying to say you're not delicate? I
No,
think you're
not-
delicate
not-
as a flower. You just don't handle things very
Ah.
well.
I'm emotionally damaged
Are you? What, from that?
on
or
many
from...
levels.
Oh, really?
There's a lot going on.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No.
What are we looking at now?
Car of the week.
Car of the week. We're going to talk about car of the weekend. Okay,
People,
so we've got
what do they
Pagani
say?
and we've got Horatio. What else we
Horatio.
got now?
Just-
Uh,
I'm nearly scared to put Horatio into my search engine.
no one's added anything else.
No.
No. So we
So-
still would need to know the model, the year, the color, the killer wasps.
Killer wasps
Anything else?
and the weight.
Oh, and the weight. That's right.
We can weigh it.
Yes. Yes.
What else
Alright.
have we got on? Do you want to show us some of your wares? Because I know you've
Excuse
got
me?
a bit here. Some of the new model kits.
Oh, so you meant
Some of your
the
wares.
stuff that I wear.
No.
How about this?
What is it?
I got some RR
What? Otter?
seals.
Oh, of course. Are they naval ones?
I would say so.
It's funny that they
They're in
call
a
them
little boat.
seals, isn't it? Because you wouldn't want to leak
Excuse me.
in the boat.
Oh no, you wouldn't want that, would
No,
you?
you want seals. You wouldn't want leaks.
Oh yeah, now I know what you're getting at. All right, let's have a look inside.
That was awkward.
Wasn't it?
A little bit.
Wasn't it? That was more awkward at the beginning. So these are by Gecko Models. Gecko Models is a reasonably new manufacturer of kits.
Gecko.
They've been around maybe 3-4 years.
Is that all?
And it's another Chinese brand which aims towards quite high quality.
Really?
So a lot of the high quality
what does
type
Gecko
kits,
specialize in?
they do specialize in British armor stuff, which is quite rare. Not a lot of brands, like you expect Airfix to have a lot of British stuff, but they don't. So they're doing British figures and things. And this is a little bit different. This is an American Navy SEAL.
Moroccan. Heck yeah.
And it's basically a diorama in a box. Comes with a base.
Show.
You want to have a look?
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
What do you mean it comes with a diorama?
Yeah, it's diorama.
Comes with a cup of water.
Hey? No, but it comes with water.
Fake water.
Yeah, not real water.
Reflective water.
Everyone's got real water at home. Don't need to pack that.
Have you ever used the water balls?
Excuse me?
You know, the water balls.
What, those pellet things?
Yeah,
Oh,
the woodland scenic.
that's what you used in the 1970s.
Is
That's
it?
still around for the people that are familiar with the stuff from the 1970s. There's actually a bit of stuff out there now. So those little balls are what you put The instructions show you to put it in a saucepan and stick it on the stove
Yes.
and melt it, and then pour it all over your model.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was yes.
yeah. So,
And then
so
you
you saw
can
that.
you can do it with a you can shape it a little bit with like a heat gun.
That's right.
Apparently, once it's applied.
That's right.
But I question whether you'd actually be melting your model.
Well, I don't know if you'll melt it at that temperature. You probably just set it on fire. It would just look like a bushfire's coming through.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
water, so it's all right.
that's right. So that's another way of getting realistic effects. But what we're looking at here is actually the water effect. So that's molded in plastic.
Ah, plastic water.
Yeah. So you can see how you got the shape of the boat. So that
I
just
can't
sits into
see.
it.
You're
Can
going
you
to
see?
show in the overhead probably.
What do you mean? Oh,
If you show them in the overhead,
that would probably help, wouldn't it?
yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go. You can see it now.
It's got a cutout.
Yeah.
Looks like a Pac-Man creature, negative mold.
Yeah. And then on the top here, it's actually been sculpted into
So you
waves.
could even put like white caps or something on there, couldn't
Yeah,
you?
you
You
would
could
just
go to
dry
town.
brush that.
You would. You'd go to town on
Oh, you're
that.
talking about me personally?
Yes.
Yeah, I probably would.
You'd probably throw that out and make another one.
So there's the water,
Water,
and then here are the
the vestiges,
sides for making your base.
base.
Mm.
Oh, so it comes a whole plinth.
Yeah, the whole plinth comes with it. So plinth and this sits on top of it.
Did that come with your kit over there?
No, I had to make that. I cut
Really?
that out of wood.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't.
This is very unusual. This get all that. So there you go. There's your instant diorama,
Instant.
and then we've got all the little bits. And you wouldn't think there'll be much bits for a boat, but there's a heap. So this is where the Chinese with the high quality comes in. They make a whole heap of parts. The more parts, the more detail. And so that's actually one figure just here.
One.
There's probably 20 parts to it,
Hmm.
and 35th scale.
I like it.
You like it?
35th
And-
scale. The rubber
One
ducky.
thing to judge is always to look at how good the face sculpts are.
No, turn the music down. Bloody hell.
Just come back from a rave. But yeah, very nice.
Crisp.
Beautiful.
Clean.
Okay, so they're just the figures. And then we've got some weaponry.
Ooh.
Heap of weaponry there. And
Well, it's
then
Americans.
there's-
Got to have weapons.
Oh, that's right. And then that's the boat bits. So the boat bits are actually quite simple compared to each individual figure.
They really put a lot of effort into the people, don't they?
They do. They do.
And
then
firearms. I don't think
Yeah,
it's got
also-
metal edge.
you got photo edge. Okay, there's a photo edge for the weapon straps and for the tie downs.
Oh.
Bit of copper wire.
And we've got a, what have we got in there with guns?
Oh, so this is the manual. So it's
Wow,
it's
that's
quite
a
a thick manual,
really nice manual, no?
isn't it? Quite thick.
Not as thick as some.
Here's a legend for all your bits.
Oh,
And that's each figure. And
Oh.
you see each one of these numbers is an individual
in
part.
the Bushman's pose.
Bushman's pose?
Yep.
And there's your boat with the pontoons. More
Really
bits, your
nice.
outboard. And that's what it looks like on the base.
Not painted, of course.
Yeah, before you paint it up.
So you have to buy paint
Yeah. Paint would be a good idea.
if you want to paint it.
Yeah, unless you want them to look grey. Look how good it is. And all that in one box.
It's amazing.
Yeah, because I mean, it can be quite a bit of effort to create a diorama. You know, like this. You need all the bits and pieces to make all the grass and things. But this is
Yeah,
already
but
there.
you love that. You just remake this anyway.
Yeah, I would. I
Mm.
sculpt it out of nothing.
That's right. Whittle it
That's right.
on your rocking chair. No?
Give me a can of expanding foam. I'll make you anything. What? Was that an awkward moment again?
Make it. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Didn't you like that?
No, I didn't know what to say.
Oh,
I
didn't you?
I didn't know where to take it with
Sometimes
expanding
it's
foam.
best if you just don't say anything.
Well, that's what I did. But now you're calling it awkward. Awk.
Oh, that awkward. What do we got here? Anyone
Car-
else guessing?
car
Oh,
of the
people are
week.
guessing weights.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh, Saurian's on.
I was just talking about Syrian before.
Tony P says, "Is it a Huara?"
It's
Huara.
definitely not a Huara.
It's not a Huara.
Can confirm it's not a Huara.
I like how you've made it really phonetic because I never knew how to pronounce that either. But that's the wrong one. So 1950. Maybe we should weigh it because we've got no reference point.
1950 is too heavy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. 1950 is too heavy.
I'm just staking my claim. 1950 is too
Oh,
heavy.
Captain S-Man's come up with a Pagani Utopia.
Ooh, we're getting closer.
Are we?
It definitely is a Pagani Utopia.
It is a Horatio Pagani Utopia. and it is
So Horatio's
under.
the man.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was part of the guessing things. I was just
Oh,
all the answers.
all the answers.
Yeah. What was it again?
None of the problems.
All right. So it is 1900 is too heavy. It is too heavy. Lighter than 890 from Anthony is too light.
Oh, at least we've got a couple of goalposts in. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Oh, we've got some killer wasps. Who knows a killer wasp? 635.
No.
No?
Too little.
Too little.
Oh, we're near enough.
I know we're near enough.
No.
Is that out of one cylinder?
That'd be out of one turbo. It's got
How many turbos is this thing got?
enough.
Plenty.
Enough.
Multiples.
Good engine in this.
Is it?
Mm.
Oh, I've got no idea.
Yeah.
Does he make his own engines?
No.
Oh, doesn't he?
No. He gets the Germans involved there.
The Germanians?
It's a Mercedes
It's the
engine.
AMG engine.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you
Because
go.
they really wanted to make a good car.
Where are these made?
Italy.
Italia.
That's Italian.
Right. Have they always been made in Italy?
Yeah.
Right.
Was an ex-designer. Horatio was an ex-designer for Lamborghini. Am I mistaken, Tony Gray?
You are correct.
Yeah.
Right.
He's an ex-designer and went out on
Right.
his own.
Right. And now he makes really, really bespoke things.
Yes. Yeah. So supercars and hypercars.
So how's Koenigsegg fit into it?
He's
that like-
hypercars.
And is that super, super rare?
Super rich, yeah.
Yeah.
That's with the TFG engine.
TFG engine
Oh, is it?
and the 9-speed automatic manual.
Really?
Yep.
9-speed.
9-speed automatic manual. That's what he calls it. It's got a H-pad. If you drive it as a manual, it's 6-speed. If you put it in auto or use the flappy paddles, it's 9-speed. Can be
Oh,
9-speed.
right.
And you can
Oh,
select
okay.
any gear. Yeah, it's got three input shafts, 3-shaft gearbox, 3 clutches. No flywheel or flex plate off the end.
Well, they'll need someone that's pretty much in the know to drive the thing, wouldn't it?
Don't know, it have a lot of electronics.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has a
Wow.
has a clutch pedal. I believe has a clutch pedal.
Yeah. I think so.
But you don't
So you
have to
still use a clutch.
You can if you drive it in manual mode.
Oh,
You can get the full H pattern
feel
fully
manual.
Yep, or
And
you
then
can
it
put
can
it
be
like
fully
flappy
auto.
paddle or
Oh, really?
or flappy
No, I
paddle.
didn't know. Oh, amazing. There you go.
He is a brilliant engineer, Koenigsegg. I think he's really he'd have to be mad.
Now Tony P says Horatio is a dude from CSI in Miami, isn't it?
I'm not sure what that is.
No, that's over the head.
Yeah.
Don't know that one.
Don't
Go back
know.
to painting.
He's been sniffing too much paint.
There we go.
Hey,
All right,
all
what else we
that
got?
all that waffle in the background.
All right.
I think it's time to show and tell with Tony Gray.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What has Tony Gray been up to this week? What have you got on, TFG?
Got jeans and a t-shirt.
Jeans and a t-shirt. What shoes? We were talking about
Weirdo shoes again.
weirdo shoes.
Those felt ones.
It's got, but they're different colour than the other ones.
I've got 2 pairs.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything by halves. You should wear one on each foot.
What a good idea.
No?
What an absolutely magnificent idea.
Next time I want you to have different
Alright.
shoes on.
All right.
What do you got there?
What have you been working on, Tony
We're
Gray?
working on the Biddy Design Porsche 911
Yeah.
GT3.
What do they call it? The P what?
P3 GTR.
Right.
And last week I
And
said
I
I was
think
going
the
to.
P stands
I
for
may have made allusions to the fact that there was going to be a liquid mask on it and do some details, and I changed my mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
that happens,
you
right?
did definitely
I
allude to
changed
that.
my mind, so now it's got a donut on it. Let's
Oh,
go up top.
All right.
let's go to Top Town.
Let's go up top. There it is.
And the donut's got a bite out of it.
Yeah,
Mm.
donut got a nice little
So
bite
this
out.
is what you did,
This is what I did last week.
right?
We were in here when you drew the
When
little
I
boy
drew that
on.
little dude.
Yep.
He's been drawn on there, and I've painted white behind there.
Yep.
I'd actually intended to spray the white behind there, but I ended up just doing it with a paint pen,
Yep.
Right. Okay.
and that would
Sealed it up.
You can see there.
I like the textures and
I've done
stuff.
on the other side that there's a bit of texture. No, we'll move it a bit further.
Oh,
forward.
too far.
Too far.
That's it, that's it.
There it is. That's
Looking
perfect. Yeah,
good.
you can see there's about 3 coats of the white
pen.
paint pen.
That's
on
worked out
there.
all right, doesn't it? So you don't have to mask anything. You just go over it
Just
again.
done with the paint pen. Just do it a couple of times and it's fine.
Yep. Okay.
The donut came about because I thought, I don't want to put stripes and graphics on this thing. I just want to do something that's more appropriate. That's your classic Homer Simpson donut, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, with sprinkles.
And it doesn't really matter where it goes. I just did it over the rear wheel last because that just seemed right to me.
Yeah.
So I've got one there. And this is the noise you were talking about. By
Yeah,
using this on there.
that's exactly the noise I was talking about. That's right.
And we're going to do this one.
Yep.
On camera.
Camera.
Okay, so there
So
you
you
go.
can see there.
Oh, we've got another pinky going on.
So we've got another one in there.
Oh, I thought you would have gone for I wouldn't go for pineapple because it'll clash.
No, because the pink one's
A French
stick
ring?
out. Yeah.
I do like a French ring.
Or Tim's a big fan of the coffee one.
Yeah, he likes a coffee ring.
Yeah, he likes a coffee ring. We all like it. Now, you don't need to look at this too closely to see that the quality of the line work is not great, and it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Doesn't
have
matter?
to be.
It doesn't have to be.
Did you do that with a paint pen? Is that just a permanent
That's the
texture?
same paint pen, the same as what I did the little
Oh.
guy.
Yep.
And I had Kobe ask me before, how can you do that? You just do it. Because it's a cartoony thing, you don't want it perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's perfect, it doesn't look right. It looks like it's just been printed on.
Yeah.
You want it to have a bit of that.
Character.
Mm.
So we'll reach over here.
Yeah, reach around.
We'll do the reach around. Go to the front again, I think. Beige. These are my...
So there's your pack of colours.
There's my pack of colours. These are Tooly Art ones from Amazon, but as I've talked to you earlier, the easier ones to get for most people are the Posca ones, which you can get at Officeworks. Like I've said before, we've got Gundam markers here. They're okay, but
These
I
are probably
haven't tried
better
them.
suited, yeah?
but it doesn't really matter as long as what you're getting says acrylic paint pen somewhere on the packaging. Then it will probably work out.
Okay.
I just bought these off Amazon because they were
Cheap.
They were super cheap, and they arrived the next day, so I didn't have to do anything.
You didn't have to move.
Yeah. Well, I did. I had to go to the front door.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That would have been painful.
That would have been.
All right.
One out now. If
What
I
are you
use
gonna-
this yellow, but I have.
All right. So
I'm just going to
let's-
fill in
let's
some of
go
the
out.
sprinkles.
The sprinkles. So
Okay.
we're going back to Overhead Town.
So you're just going over the outline sprinkles you already done,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you're just filling them in.
Well, they're just done in the black.
Yep. Okay.
And I think what really helps this, I think the biggest thing that I've learned from this is actually scuffing up the Lexan body.
Yeah.
To really help the texture grab on it.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it? I guess that's the same sort of idea with priming of plastic models too, because it helps put on a tooth.
A tooth.
A tooth.
El dente.
It's got teeth all the way along it. So when your brush goes across it, or your pen, it helps it just adhere to the surface.
The good thing is you can't get this wrong. Oh, I haven't used that one before, so that'll go back.
Oh, okay.
So which ones, what colours are we
It doesn't
doing?
matter. You can use whatever colours you want.
You just want to mix it up a
The
bit.
sprinkles. Hundreds and thousands.
I keep picking ones I haven't used. I like this one.
You like that one?
Sure love you.
Oh, there you go. So that's already been charged up.
Shake it up.
Give it a bit of a shake.
Is that a Mexican backhand, or is that the Japanese swirl?
First one, then the other.
Because there's a definite, we had a tutorial on it even. There's a couple of ways to shake or in fact agitate your paint.
Yes.
Yes.
So we
And one of
define
them
them
is
as the Mexican backhand or the Japanese swirl.
Good, because I had no idea what you were talking about. Mind you, that's not unusual.
We'll probably have to do another tutorial, right? Explaining what those terms mean.
What we were talking about.
Yes.
I think you need red.
No, I think I need orange
Oh,
Mm.
because I know I've used this one.
So it flows quite freely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And again, it doesn't really matter if it. Oh, I've gone over the lines. I mean, this is like colouring in. This is what you do at night time when you sit down.
when I sit down.
When you in that time when you go in the room and you cry.
Then you
this
colour in.
This is what you do.
Right.
I know that because I've got the webcam on you.
Yeah, that's all right. I need to be monitored at all times.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my income stream goes down.
I understand that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, so you've done them all.
I've done them all.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
need to do
Let's have
multiple
that.
coats on those or what?
Sometimes. These look like they're all. The yellow looks like it might need a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can see the blue's very thick.
Yellow's always like that, though, even
Yeah.
paint.
Yeah.
And on
What-
the outside there, you've just got a picture of it that you printed up. Is that
Yeah,
right?
straight off the internet, just grabbed it.
A
Just
picture of a donut.
typed in cartoon donut.
And there you go.
I mean, I can draw it myself, but why? I got nothing to prove.
Well, I wouldn't be able to draw it. So that's exactly what I'd do.
I see quite a bit more density in that yellow now.
Yeah.
You like it?
I'm liking it.
You like it being dense?
Yeah. I was thinking.
You can paint the brown? Oh,
No, that's not the one I used for the rest.
that's not donut brown. Where have you put donut brown?
That's gold.
This one.
It's that one there. I knew I should have separated these out before I brought them in, but I didn't.
This one?
Ooh,
that'd
that's
be
chocolate
black.
brown. That's not donut brown, clearly.
That's that's dark brown. That matches with there. There's some of that on there. And
Oh, don't you know your
there you go.
browns?
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
You of all people.
I know some browns.
how does you of all people apply to? I'm not
Well,
gonna
because he's a colorist. Because he's an artiste of biblical proportions.
Now, when you're colouring big areas like this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you will need to do it 2 or 3 times,
Right.
Yeah.
guaranteed, because it just won't. There'll be areas that you miss. What I do is when I've done an area, let it dry off a bit, I will then hold it up and look at it in the light, and you'll see the areas that you've missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a trick to do with spraying polycarb paints too, right? To make sure
Yeah.
it's
And effectively, once you did your black work, you could take the coloured backing off, couldn't you?
Oh, you could. Yeah, I've just left it on so that we can see through it.
Yep.
Yeah, certainly with that one that I did yesterday at home, I took it off straight away. So, like I said, this is just going. This is really, really easy.
Well,
it is for me anyway.
so is brain surgery when you know how.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it?
Yeah.
I might give it a
That's
go.
right. Well, no.
Yeah.
You don't know
Why?
how.
You got to start from somewhere.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
but I'd say no.
What? No.
No, it's not something you probably want to.
What if I start on a small brain?
Yeah,
like a cat?
or bread.
I got a cat-sized brain.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
I'm actually going to pull this off now,
Oh.
live on camera. You can see now that the donut brown.
The donut brown.
Is definitely lacking
Yeah, it's a bit thin, yeah?
in some areas, so that's going to need multiple coats. This one,
and you forgot there's. Oh no, they're white.
they're
Sorry.
white.
Yeah.
They're white.
Yeah, all right.
So how long would you leave that until you put on another coat?
It's probably these other the little sprinkles are probably, you could put more coats on them straight away. In fact,
Right.
I could probably risk doing the main pink, but I'm not going to, just in case, because sometimes if it's still wet,
Yes.
you're going to get a bit of
Bleeding.
bleed, and a bit of pain. And given that this is very, very thin, I'm probably going to have to wait 15 minutes or so. And
Okay.
So it's not going to happen live.
Yes.
Sadly.
But I guess normally if you were doing one of these, you'll be moving on to the next design, right?
Yeah.
And
Well,
while that
another
one,
kind of-
while you
yeah.
do that one, then you come back.
Yeah.
Would you leave like an hour or something?
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
Oh, not that long?
No, it dries relatively quickly. Or you can just whack it in front of a radiator and it'll work.
Oh, right.
Get out your hairdryer.
Yeah. But as you can see, when I've got one donut here, one on the side,
Yes.
I'm not going to do anything else on the rest of the body.
There's enough going on.
There's
And
enough to draw the eye in now.
Yes.
If I start putting stripes in, for a start, a 911, it's a classic line. I don't want to ruin it. But there's enough things going on with the walkers. And
I dare
all
say when
that.
you get the airbrush out there, you're going to do window frames and you'll do highlights.
yeah.
And lights.
So by next Friday, the donut will be finished. I
Yeah.
could conceivably airbrush a little shadow underneath both of those,
Right.
depending on how I feel.
Right.
Yes.
But so next week it should have been liquid masks and all the window frames, the headlights, the tail lights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll be doing all that. So it's details, and it's actually going to take quite some time to do all that. That's the longest bit, depending on how fussy I want to be. But who's
How
going to be
good is
racing
that?
this, Tommy?
Well, come on, everybody.
Yeah.
The
it's
whole
a-
Hearns team. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope you're going to have a drive of it
Yeah,
too.
yeah, good. In that case, I won't spend too much time on the headlights because they're going to get ruined. It's going to get smashed up.
No, our bodies actually last surprisingly long.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I'm not.
We treat them well.
because I do tail lights using candy red and chrome, so
Ooh.
they actually look like.
Like tail lights.
And if you're really keen, you can put tiny, tiny, tiny little white highlights.
Right.
I remember a long
But,
time ago, you did in D&T, you did a tutorial on mini headlights. Well, headlights, RC headlights, and you were
think I
doing
did.
some mini bodies, and you were doing it with a whiteout pen at the time, and
Probably.
ghosting in like the cut glass.
Yeah,
Mm.
and that's
I
just
thought, wow, that's pretty cool.
Mm.
yeah. And I can't be bothered doing that anymore.
No.
Right.
No.
Well, the tutorial's there, so anyone who wants to.
Yeah. So there we go. This body shell's going to go on forever, isn't it?
No,
Actually,
I
no.
reckon-
We're getting near the end now.
Yeah, I reckon you've done
Well,
a
not
lot of
in
the
the end, but
hardest
a
bits.
lot of the hard bits. So I'll finish this off tonight.
like you said to us in the past, your body shells, it's not, out of place for you to spend 30 hours.
30 or 40 hours on
On a body
some
shell.
of the complex ones.
That's
yeah.
right. So even if this is a quick one, it's still going to be 20 hours. It'd be considered a quick one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this technique I'm using here is basically a simplified version of what I did on the dog fighter.
Yep.
The dog fighter was a little bit more complex, but it's still basically the same technique. Just drawing in with you. What the advent of these acrylic pens has meant that I can do things that I've always wanted to, but couldn't.
Yes.
And do it quicker
Yes.
too, probably.
But now the product's there.
And now I had someone phone the shop on Wednesday. Hamish,
Yes.
Hamish, if you're watching, I've forgotten your last name, but you're a Hamish anyway. He was asking me about compatibility of the acrylic pens with other colours,
Yes.
with other different sort of paints. Specifically, in this case, he was asking about using with SMS paints, which are a solvent-based paint.
Yep.
And I can say now, these acrylic paint pens were also used on the Super Dog Fighter, and the yellow and orange main colour were SMS.
Right.
So generally, there's very little trouble, but it's important to always test it first to make sure that just get a small bit of Lexan, like out of the wheel arch or something.
Yep.
Paint your acrylic one on, then put whatever color you're going to use on top of it. You're pretty safe with Tamiya colors on anything, but any solvent-based paint could cause an issue. It doesn't seem to these days. It's not like in the old days. I used to use that as a technique because the Pactra colors had a very, very strong solvent, and you could use it to actually semi-dissolve other paints underneath, and you got a really cool effect.
Really?
Oh.
I can't remember exactly how I used to do it because I'm dying to try it again, but I've forgotten how I did it.
Oh, Petra hasn't been around for a long time, is it?
How are you going to find that?
Well, I don't need to use Pactra.
No,
in theory, the
SMS.
SMS would probably do the same thing, but I think it's a question what paint I used initially that used to
Melt a bit.
Used to melt a bit, and it may have been the Tamiya PS in the little jars.
Right.
That's how.
Did you go marbly? You did it?
Yeah.
Right.
And it was an awesome effect.
I
used to use it a lot. And people, how did you do that? I wasn't telling.
Yeah, I did that by mistake once.
By mistake?
Yeah, on Master Joe's MO3, and it
Right.
looked like a bowling ball. You know, like those really cheesy bowling balls, the higher ones, and they got that real marbled effect.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like that. It looked really cool
I used to do it
on an old Cooper body.
I do
Right.
it like I use it. I draw so that like there was a cutout, so it was like, and then and shadow it so it looked like it was underneath the main paint job, and then I'd use that effect under there, and it used to look really good. But I can't remember what paints I used to use.
Oh, well. You get to relearn it again.
That's right.
How good's that when you
Experiment
get
again.
to your age?
Oh,
You can forget
and
things
then I'll forget it the
discover
next day.
Fantastic.
So
So
Yeah,
that is
very
really
good.
cool. So that is one thing. And I did ask for something else before you just came into the studio.
right.
What's that?
Let's move my toolie arts over here.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
TFG
Yeah, I've
has
been
been
doing that.
working on and building Yokomo SO 2.0.
I think
Haven't you?
the first episode's up.
The first episode is up
It
and
is.
live.
People have said to me that it's a significant disappointment.
really?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, why are they disappointed?
Did you have too much clothes on?
because they're my friends.
Oh, right.
And they hate me, and that's okay. There's
And
still a
how
lot of
many-
bits left.
There's a lot of bits. I just
There's
gotta
a
say,
lot of
oh,
bits
wow,
left.
There's a lot of bits
Yeah,
left.
but there's some on there.
But have a closer look at the car there, Beach. Go on the overhead
that.
and it is a fine thing. So the transmission's in.
Trainee is in. Oh,
And
look at that.
It's nice and it spins nice and freely. So we're happy with that. It's got the vented slipper, which
The optional extra, which
is
looks really cool.
it just looks cool. It doesn't do anything. But
Super,
we
not,
don't
in,
care.
not in 21.5, it's not going to do a great deal, but it just looks super cool.
super thick shock towers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I have to run in 21.5 because I'm old and nice and slow.
That's right. No shame in that, mate.
Yeah.
It's got a front sway bar. Looks like a handlebar, but front sway bar.
Actually, it's a bit like your facial fur.
Is it?
Yeah,
Facial fur.
Could be
Handlebar.
indeed.
sway bar moustache.
Sway bar moustache. And I can
It's
see
a-
there, you got a little packet there. You got a ball diff ready to deploy.
Yeah, well, they came in during the week. I went, yes, thank you very much.
Yes.
Because the SO2 does come with gear or oil-filled gear
Yes.
diff, which is really good for if you're doing a lot of practice or if you're on a high grip track. or carpet.
Yeah.
But for low traction situations, ball diff will be the way to go.
Plus, it's what I'm used to. It's what I've had
Yeah.
all along. So as soon as they came in, I grabbed one of those off the shelf. That's a good thing about working here.
Absolutely. You should probably bang one in the RO as well.
Yeah.
It's the
What,
same,
a Bally?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same differential unit.
No, I'll just tell Tim that it's got one in there, and he'll, okay.
Yeah.
He'll never do any maintenance on it.
Really? Just
No,
give
I'll
it,
have to do it. So
it'll give you some, hopefully some advantage on track.
yeah, because otherwise he's quicker than me.
Oh, there's a wing mount, yeah?
Beautiful. Yep, that is a wing mount.
Yep.
It's got a nice whopping big wing mount on it.
Yep.
Very 10th technology. Yeah.
Cool.
It's a big wing.
10th technology, like
Fantastic
their
TFG.
Gamma.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're excited for that.
Well, I am. You're excited
I'm excited.
because I'm silly enough to buy one.
I know.
Wow,
We're gonna have
okay.
to build it on camera.
That's really nice,
Might
isn't
have to
it?
be
I
a
think-
Hearns after hours thing.
Yeah. Oh.
Oof.
Oh no.
After dark.
Oh, no.
Can I come?
After dark, lay down shocks, baby.
Can I come?
Oh, no.
Oof.
Last time we did that, the police got called, and then Rawlings turned up.
I know. And that goat still got scars.
Yeah. And horns.
Fantastic
Good.
TFG.
that's
Thank
right.
you for coming in.
Well,
I
all
will
right.
I will let you go and enjoy and get back to that productive stuff that you've been doing. Thanks
Yeah,
for
nice.
coming in. I can't wait for that biddy design body.
Oh.
That's going to be awesome.
I'm pretty keen.
Looks good.
Super keen.
You can put that over there. I'll go back over there and hang on.
All right, no worries.
I'm good at that. I'm gone now.
Thank you. Car of the week. What is the rowdy bunch saying?
We got more guesses. 1469 on the weight from Mids.
1469. 1469 is in fact 1469 is in fact too heavy.
Is it?
Yes.
All right. 1469 is too heavy.
Too heavy.
All right. What else
What
we
else
got
we
here?
got? Who else is talking?
Oh, a lot of people are talking.
What have you got,
Talking
Beach?
about the donuts and how they like them.
Yep.
Nids loves mixing the two best things, RC and donuts. And he likes the look of the donuts. They're pretty good, aren't they?
Are you going to show me another model kit, Beach? I want you to show me this.
What do you want to see?
I've been hanging out for this girl.
Oh, who is that? It's Amana Osaki.
Amana Osaki.
How do you say it again?
Amana Osaki.
Oh, very good.
You're welcome.
Now,
What's she famous for?
don't know.
Is she one of your porn star girls? Or is
Excuse me?
she
Don't think so.
one of the plum? What is this? What am I looking at?
So she's part of the shiny coloured idols.
Shiny coloured idols.
Mm.
Really?
So if you don't know, this is part of the 30-minute Sisters range.
Oh, we've discussed that. I don't know that you can say that anymore.
Oh, okay. So that's Bandai.
Let's go to
range.
overhead.
And they've got a selection of these which are dressed up like pop idols,
Pop idols.
because Kotobukiya have been doing these size figures for a very long time, and they've been getting into idol sort of themed clothing as well. Now you can get the clothing as separate additional parts for all your other figures if you bought them previously, or
I
you just
think
buy
that-
this one where it all comes together.
I think you'd look good in that.
You think I'd look good in it?
Yeah.
Really?
Does it come in your size?
I don't know. I haven't looked yet.
Well, you said you could get it.
Oh, good.
I think you should.
Right. All right then. Thank you for that.
For Model Expo, I think you should dress like this lady.
Oh, I don't know if I've got enough time.
Oh, you got.
How about
time.
when I finish a Fiat? That makes it really safe for me.
Does
What
it?
do you think? Do you like that? You're going to have a look
Amana
inside?
Osaka. Hang on, I'm having a good look at the box.
Oh, you like the box? You got
Yeah.
the different faces?
Of course. I really appreciate you. She's got a surprise face. They always give them a surprise face. Look here. Oh,
Yeah. So you can do all your stop motion animation and stuff. Well, I think we're out of
bit out of focus.
there.
I thought it was just the blood rushing from my head.
It's upside down.
Here we go.
Wait, what are we looking at?
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
you're looking at the top.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, she definitely. Oh, she's got a microphone. Oh, that's how you know she's a pop star. I thought you were just making it up.
And here's where you can get all the additional other bits, different hair and things, and customize them.
Different hair.
Yep. And then if you want to, you got the
Whoa.
full leather mode.
Leather mode.
Oh, I'm coming back in.
This little toy
Oh.
girl. She's got a full leather mode there, TFJ.
Oh,
Look at that.
okay.
You going to crack it?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm getting.
Oh, we're a bit
I
tight
think he
there.
already has.
Box diving.
Oh, well, I think we're a bit tight there. There we go.
Oh,
There's
she's
different
got,
faces. They're all painted.
and they're pre-painted.
Yes. They do give you decals too. So if you want to paint over this and do your own custom,
Nah,
No?
they're already done. If they're already done, why would you?
why would you? So what do you got there? You got 3 different types.
Yeah.
of face. So face plates you can just easily
Face plates.
change.
Got
You've got this
some part of robe.
yeah, it looks like it hangs off the back there, and it's got a pearl effect in it.
It does, isn't it? Like metallic.
Yeah, and transparent, right?
What
It's
a
smoky.
beautiful color palette.
Like that.
Lots of parts,
Yeah, heaps of parts.
isn't it?
Let's get the focus.
So you're always buggering up the focus.
Where are you?
I'm
Keep
here.
moving around.
Well, making magic happen.
Have you? There you go. So you got skinny bits.
Skinny bits.
Yep. And that'll be the hair, right?
Have a look at this part here, how fine that is. Texture. Not sure what it is, but hair.
Different hair.
And you said you can buy different parts.
Yeah.
Got a funny,
Different outfits.
got a funny looking washer.
That's right. That's part of the dress.
Dress.
Frilly bits. Got legs.
And that's white. Oh, that's a white, isn't it? That's a
is.
blinding white.
Yeah.
Crisp.
There's a shoe there.
Wondered by the white.
There you go. Well, it'd give you plenty of time to do shadowing,
Shadows. You like shadows?
wouldn't it?
You like shadows? Or you like just being in them? What?
I don't know.
What?
I think I do my best work in the dark. That's enough rustling for me. This one's getting boxed up.
Is it? I haven't had the time to rustle. Oh, actually, I rustled one before, right?
It's very rustly, that plastic. Very rustly.
Yeah, they will do that. All right, so those kits, you want to look at... You got something else, haven't you?
I got stuff.
What do you got?
Yeah. Is anybody talking about the car?
I'm painting donuts still.
No.
So Pagani Utopia.
Yes. Still
And
need the colour.
the weight was the color.
Yep.
And the weight was 1456 or something, 1469, I think Nid said. So that's too heavy. And the lightest one is...
Yeah, 1469 is too heavy. What are you looking for now?
I'm looking for stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that's got some...
It's got some...
It's got some substance. It's got some girth.
What do you got in there this
Whack.
time? Because last time
Sounds like a cowbell, doesn't it?
I did before.
Let's have a look in there.
What do you got in there?
There's
Have
not-
you
there's
got a
not
common
much-
lead in there?
There's not much I can't tote in my Rubik's Well bag.
Oh,
Oh, you're going to have
Oh.
to pull out a bit, Beach.
oh.
Have a look what's in there this week. It's a treasure trove of goodness. Let's start having a poke around.
Yeah.
I'm going to get
what are you going
this.
to pick up first?
Going to get this offset right.
All right.
What am
Ah.
I looking at?
You're looking at...
2.2-inch wheels. So these
2.2s.
are so the standard wheels that come on the Dogfighter,
Yes. Were
This-
the old
the
style
870C.
1.9s or 2s?
Yeah, 1.9s or 2-inch wheels,
Mm-hmm.
which is really good if you really want that retro look.
Yes.
But if you are actually going to use it on a modern track or any track really, you probably want tires much better than those crap.
And where did 2.2s come from?
They came from the 89 Worlds in Australia.
And who produced them?
Yokomo
Yes. So Yokomo produced 2.2s.
for the very first time.
That's right, for the World Championships in Australia. And they did that after they came for the pre-worlds and took dirt samples back to
Dirt
Japan.
samples and made a track that they used to do sneaky business.
That's right.
Sneaky
And
business.
the Yokomo team were the only team to have 2.2s, and they shared them with the associated team.
Yes. So they went on the back of two-wheel drive buggies,
Yes,
didn't they?
they did.
So these are 2.2-inch wheels from Yokomo, and these will take modern tires.
Mm.
So the 870C, the Super Dogfighter,
Yes,
can now, and it also gives a better ride height,
yes.
or will perform much better. Now, two things to note. One, the wheel has got no vent holes in it,
Right.
like
you need to put some.
the 2-inch wheel. So you probably need to put some.
Yep.
And I always vent the tires anyway.
Well, that's going back to the original ones. They never had holes in them.
That's right. So put some holes. I even enlarge them. So this is their current buggy wheel.
Yep. So what do? You make them bigger.
Yeah, I usually put a little bit, make it a little bit bigger just with the body reamer.
Yep.
And I also put holes in the tires.
It's
Very cool. So 2.2-inch wheels.
good, yeah. So you can actually put some
Decent
Really
tyres.
good racing
Racing
tyres. On
And
your
I'm
vintage
hoping
car.
to go testing this weekend, Beach. I'm
Yeah.
hoping that the weather gods play nice and we can do some testing.
Mm.
What have we got here? Something else that I really like in the Yokomo shipment
Yeah.
is a 3D printed bumper bar
Mm.
for the on-road touring car platform. So whether it's a RS 1.0,
Yeah.
BD9, BD10, 11, 12, and of course the all new MS 1.0,
Yeah.
there's a new vented 3D bumper bar.
Mm. So this is honeycomb because this is flexible material, right?
Flexible material and really, really light.
Mm.
So, and it should be somewhat flexible. See?
Mm.
Bit of a crumple zone there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it looks pretty cool.
Mm. So it's much more streamlined in look than just your big chunky bit of foam that everyone
Yeah,
uses.
big chunky bit of foam. That's right. It's probably not going to do your body any justice when you actually hit something.
So you probably use a bit of foam with that as well. This just
I
gives
don't
you a bit more substance.
I don't know. I'm not one of the cool kids. The cool kids know what's up.
Oh, really?
But these have been flying out the door. About
Right.
25 of these sold in about 2 hours.
Mm.
So that was really cool.
Yeah. What else you got? What is this thing? There's a spring roll.
It looks a lot like a spring roll. It's really nice.
Right.
Now, when we go racing, Beach, we have to use something called a lipo bag.
Right.
It saves us from burning everything on fire if our lipo catches on fire.
That's right.
I know.
Because even though lipos are generally pretty safe, when they go off,
They are
they're pretty spectacular when they go off.
very spectacular.
So the bag helps contain the
Yeah.
fire.
And most clubs do have a rule that stipulates whether it's indoor or outdoor that you use a lipo bag.
Yes.
Yeah, just for insurance purposes and all the rest of it. So
Yeah.
Yokomo have in fact made their own.
Mm.
So that's really cool. And I'm demonstrating this with a big banger.
Big Banger 9000.
Look at that. That's a 4S 9000 in there.
That's-
And I
it
would
fits in.
dare say that you could put 2 shorties in there for off-road.
Mm.
Yeah, back to back them, and you have your leads coming out, and that will look really nice on your pit bench.
Mm.
And looking fast is half the battle, isn't it?
That's right.
Half the battle, Beach.
Half.
If not more. No? Looking fast.
2/3.
2/3.
2/3.
Lucky that thing's padded.
Well, that's what she said. Here we go.
What are you doing now?
I'm putting it back
What are you
in
doing?
because
Are you?
I feel that you've brought me down a level, and I don't like it.
You just did that all by yourself. Are you going to whack me with it now? Or load it up?
A wamper with the brick in it.
Oh, what do you got there?
I got something even better.
What's that?
Well, I don't know. It's better.
Oh, is that the cowbell?
That's a cowbell. Potentially not a cowbell. No, I'm just demonstrating. This is a really good zip-up bag.
Yeah.
This is not fireproof. It doesn't say anywhere it catches on fire, but this is not a lipo bag.
No.
This is just a accessories bag.
Yeah.
And this would
A
be
caddy.
a caddy. And this would be really cool to have your toolsing example.
Mm.
So you can see here I've got it well loaded. You can fit a load of stuff.
Yeah.
You could even keep chargers in there or that sort of stuff.
Mm.
But it's really cool on your pit bench.
Quite deep.
Yeah, because you can like when you go out to race, I don't like to leave stuff lying around.
No.
So put it in there, zip it up,
Yes.
go away,
Yeah,
You
it's all
know?
contained.
and it's all contained, and it won't blow away or anything.
This sort of thing is good if you're just going up the track for a practice and you don't want to take all your tools with
That's
you.
right.
You just
Yeah,
put up
yeah.
a basic set of tools.
Yes.
You whack it in the multi-bag.
That's
Yes.
it, and they're all in one spot.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So you lose them all at once rather than
Mm.
gradually.
Yeah, that's
Mm,
right. That's right. So yeah, so I've got some of Aromax's finest tools in there. Look at that, I even got my bearing tool. I love that bearing tool. Use that tool. My 2 favorite camber gauges, 8 scale and off-road and 10 scale. Nobody can see you. You're being silly. You're just being silly, Beige.
What do you mean?
It's not a chocolate bar. It's a droop block.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
It's for measuring droopage.
What?
I need one of those.
You put your, it's really for off-road. 30 mil droop block. So you put your chassis on there so you can measure your droop.
Yeah, I know how you use them normally,
Ah.
but what do you? The other bit you meant?
I don't
Oh, it
know.
works better with two, doesn't it?
Yeah. I can see in stereo. Is that even a thing, seeing in stereo?
Oh, yeah, it is because you got 2 eyes.
You've got 2 eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm 4K, baby. What are the other goodies? Look at these.
Ah,
I'm pretty excited about this.
these are a bit funky. aren't
Was it last week we had the moto?
Last week.
Last week we did
Was
the
it?
motors?
Was it?
Was
Last
it or
week?
the week before? I don't know.
they? We're peeling bits of metal off something.
Yeah. How good was that?
Oh, good fun.
So we had a walk down memory lane.
All right, what do you got
And
here?
one
Let's
of
go
these,
from the top.
one of these is open. Which one?
Oh,
Look at this, LRP. Now, you know that we do LRP electronics.
let's have a look-see. Let's
And
have a look-see.
We've had a good little shipment. I actually got some new Flow XP controllers in too. So, but what comes in this little blue box, and I love them because they're really reasonably priced.
Yes.
This is like 1995 prices.
Yes.
Even cheaper from full modified
V10.
motor. So it's a V10 Spec 6. So I knew that brush motors aren't really a thing, but you know we love, particularly in Victoria and Australia somewhat, we've got a really strong vintage scene. So this particular motor here is a 10 double.
And they're nice and hot, being a 10 double.
It's pretty spicy for a 10 double. And I've got a 12 double and another 10 double.
When you find brush motors around, they're normally pretty mild.
Yeah, they're pretty mild, but this is the sort of stuff that we used to race in the mid-90s in our off-road buggies. So 10 double is pretty spicy.
Yes.
But yeah, it's really cool, fully rebuildable, and you can true the comms, change the brushes, everything like that. So once we've got the Esprit motor in the Dogfighter at the moment, once we've made sure that that's not going to set everything on fire and wreck everything, then we might stick something like this in.
What do you mean?
Mod.
There could be fire and brimstone.
Oh, who knows? Hey, yeah,
what are you doing with that? Oh.
So what? You can actually spin these motors up.
Yeah.
The brushless motors, you sort of need a speed controller because they're 3-phase.
Yeah.
This one, you just need a battery.
Yeah. Don't short those two biddies.
Why not?
Because
Why
don't you try and we'll find out.
That's what
Talk about fire and brimstone.
We'll get the LiPo to go pop on the screen.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Wouldn't it?
Overhead camera.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Smokey Sue. Have a listen to the noise it's going to make. And this is really cool because you used to hear this all over the racetrack when people were testing or betting in brushes.
Wow.
It's got a few RPMs.
It has.
And that is a spicy DC motor. 10 double. So
that's
I know
going to
that
have
there
like
was
40,000 revs, isn't it?
Yeah, potentially more. Probably, by brushless standards, it's not going to be fast. I think the motors back in the day on the dynos used to push out, I want to say like 150, maybe 200 watts. The motors we've got now are far more capable than that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting it in. So watch this space as we get these in. But these are in stock and ready to go. And they're really reasonably priced. Do have springs waiting for brushes to come in still. But any of the conventional stand-up brushes will fit. There's nothing special about these. They're just like the motors I had on last week. They're very much just a stand-up brush. They got heaps of length in them. And I'm hoping, I know the 10 double is going to be hard on them, but I'm really hoping that just to have a bit of fun and do a bit of comm truing and all that sort of stuff trackside again. Looking forward to it.
Got a frog in my throat.
A frog. A frog in your throat.
Feels like a pretty big one.
Does it? Maybe it's a dry frog.
I painted some more pink.
Painted
Some pink and painted some brown.
Right.
Oh.
So there's like 2 coats of both of those.
Did a thing.
Oh, it's coming up, isn't it?
He's doing a thing.
I'll let that sit now and finish it tonight.
Right.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Thank you,
It's getting
TFG.
there. Let's
Beautiful.
throw that in.
It's coming along nicely. So yeah, so a few goodies. So if you are doing a vintage or retro build, do not overlook these LRP motors.
And especially with a lot of these cars, which are very, very drivable.
Yes. Not sure how drivable they're going to be with a 10 double in it.
Oh, well, there's more chance of it handling it than putting one of these in a frog, isn't there?
Well, that might happen too. We'll see. I don't know.
We saw that frog with a 23 turn in it.
With a 23 turn, it sort of struggled, didn't it? It was at its wit's end. So these ones here are sealed, but got 12 doubles, 10 doubles, and I think 14s. So really popular wines for 80s and 90s model cars.
Yes.
That's all that's in Brett's bag this week. Well, that feels like plenty. What have you got?
No one's got anything with the colour of the car. No one's tried.
We don't know what it is either.
Is it a metallic brown?
It's Horatio Gold, probably. Did I give it away?
No, it's not any of those. Do you actually know what the colour is?
No.
Yes.
Oh, do you?
No.
No.
I said yes with a certainty, but then I thought I better back out of this one. I better back out because
Well, no one's even given it a guess.
it's like a one-way street.
There you go. And we don't have the year.
All right. What else have you got for us? then we can wind this one up without it being ridiculously long.
I'll just go for something. What have I looked at so far? How about where is the scope dog? Here.
Scope dog.
Bandai
Bandai.
make all kinds of robots, right?
Why?
Because they just get into different licenses of anime and such.
Really?
But I don't think they've ever done the scope dog before. And so they've got a scope dog kit that just got released.
Well, what is the scope dog?
Scope dog is a bit like my mech here. It's just bigger. So it's got one person inside it that actually sits within the torso. And it's called a scope dog because the head's got different lenses on it, a bit like an old school cinematic camera. It's got 3 different lenses.
Well, I can't. Let's go to overhead town so that people can see.
Oh,
Here we go. So my iPhone's got 3 cameras.
is it? Do you like turn them around?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Look at,
You see your own face on the screen. Yeah, I do that sometimes.
I'm that
Yeah,
old.
so-
Sometimes when I film, I start to rotate the camera thinking that I'm getting more in, and then you're watching it sideways. Do you ever do that? No.
No,
Not that I'm willing to admit to.
It's like a
Yeah,
Ninja
so-
Turtle. Is that a
so
Ninja
essentially-
Turtle?
It's not a Ninja Turtle.
Looks like a Ninja Turtle.
So these actually fold down on their knees to sit down so that the pilot can get in and out of them.
Well, that's considerate of them.
Isn't it?
How do they do that when the pilot's not in them?
I think it's automated.
Oh, remote control.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's right. Dip, dip, dip.
Nice.
That's cool. So the anime is actually called Bottoms.
Bottom?
Bottoms.
Bottom.
And again, they're fully posable. So very much if you're familiar with Gundam building, same sort of thing. A lot of joints in them.
And you can rotate his cameras just to appease you.
There you go. Because you've got to zoom
And
in
you
on
can, you
the
can, you
enemy.
can make him look around.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, cool. Where's the frontage?
Scope doggage. Scope dog.
Scope doggy dog.
It's good box art, isn't it?
Reporting for action.
Let's crack it open. Let's see what the colour's like.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, being Bandai, it's going to be crisp.
Is it?
It's going to be crisp, mate.
There you go.
I want to see
Oh,
a
it's very
multicolored sprue. Where's the multicolored sprue in this one?
Multicolored sprue. They don't have a multicolored sprue in this one.
Well, it is a Gundam, isn't it? It's HG.
Yeah, it is. But it's not special enough for them to do that,
Oh, I'm disappointed.
aren't you?
A little bit.
There you go. So
Not
there's
that,
your
not that
scope
it
dog.
makes bugger all difference. I just like to see the multicolored sprue.
So hopefully they make some more. Quite like these. The shape is pretty cool.
Are you going to build one?
No, but I like it.
Fair enough.
What?
Just not enough. I like it, just not enough to care.
Well, there's so many to choose from, isn't there?
Wow. Is there?
Yeah,
Just choose the one that makes you happy.
yeah, that's what I've been doing. There you go, scope dog.
That's it, Beach.
That's it.
Stick a fork in it.
Oh, what have I got here? I've got some more comments.
Probably just about your silliness with the lady.
Oh, Dave Marley is on.
Hey, Dave.
Oh, so it looks like Dave and Jeff are having a bit of a conversation there.
Can I please go to Overhead Town?
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. It's beautiful. Oof. Oh, look at the detail.
Oh, is that like a
That's the
mesh?
interior
Is that a mesh finish on the roof glass?
on the roof glass.
Is it? It is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. It is a mesh, like a tinted finish. It is.
Wow.
I don't know how the hell do they do that? How
That's
do
got
they
to be
apply that?
printed on. Have to be.
How do they apply that? Look at the interior. Gorgeous.
It's got the carbon fiber tubes for the vents. Are they vents or are they dials? They're vents, aren't they?
They're vintages.
And that looks very leatheridge on the front.
Yeah,
doesn't
they
it?
sort of have like a, I wouldn't say steampunk, but almost like a Art Deco style interior in Pagani's and Horatio's cars. They're really, really bespoke. And he put so much effort into his H pattern shifters, his shift gates. It's unbelievable. Apparently the engineering involved.
They've got the amazing linkages. It's not just
Yeah,
simple.
and it's all exposed.
deliberately made complex, and it looks wonderful.
And
Really?
you can see the shift gate here. It's the 9-speed one.
Yeah.
Not on this one, not 9-speed, but probably 7.
Well, there's 4 gates, isn't
There's
there?
4 gates, yeah, so 8-speed. Really cool, because it'd be full flappy paddle as well. But when you put it to manual mode,
Mm.
he wants you to get that real experience. So
Yeah.
they make sure that it clunks and jerks, and
Mm.
yeah, he really puts a lot of effort into his car.
I miss driving a manual.
Do you?
Mm.
Okay.
What, don't you?
Sometimes.
Didn't you really like driving manual?
I do love driving a manual. Look at the wheel. Look at the
Carbon.
aero disky thing. It's like,
Is that like a heat tint in the center? Or is
I'd say so.
is that just a color shift paint?
Maybe it's like prismatic paint.
Right. Oh wow. That's really made that work well, hasn't it?
Look at the gloss. The paintwork is flawless. I don't know how these guys do it.
It's a very old school color palette, isn't it?
Well, like I said, he does do a lot of Art Deco stuff. I'm gonna try and look at the boom, but I'm gonna have to completely change the camera.
What are we doing?
Take a look at the boom. See, that's definitely got heat color. There we go. Look at that. That is a fine thing.
So there's the 4 exhausts out there, the very back
Four
center.
exhausts. Yeah, it'd be probably 2 turbos and 2 wastegates.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
So is that front part of the grille, is that meant to be reminiscent of F1, or is that part of the logo design,
I don't know.
the branding?
That I can't answer that.
Yeah, Ferrari started doing that because it's meant to look like the front wing on a F1.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. That is the BBR Utopia. And how much does it weigh, Beach?
Ah, let's find out.
Let's find out.
Looks a bit Buck Rogerish, don't you reckon? 1950s.
What? What did you call me?
Buck Rogerish.
Buck Rogerish. Sounds very Monty Python of you.
You got to zero the thing off.
Buck Rogerish?
You
No?
want some dim sims?
1444.
Wow.
There
That
you
was
go.
an inch before, right? That was pretty close.
It was pretty close.
It was pretty close. Not quite there, but it was pretty close.
Grams out.
Yeah.
Look at the beautiful engine.
Are you going tight?
Where is it going?
Yeah, you're getting closer. Hang on.
I got
Hang on.
Oh, the V12.
Well, that's
It's
shiny, isn't it?
And it will have the AMG build plate on the engine and the signature of a Hearns or Fritz in the factory who built it.
What, not Pedro?
Probably not a Pedro. Even if it was Pedro, it'd still probably sign it as Hearns or Fritz.
I see.
Gunther.
Gunther.
Always wanted the Gunther engine in my car. Just a good name for an engine, isn't it?
Oh, sounds really tough.
Gunther.
Yeah.
That's right.
Beautiful. Look at it.
I think Apollo had the best name for a car ever, didn't they? Gumpet. That's a pretty cool name for a car. Gumpet. There you go. Well,
Beautiful.
that is cars, planes, trains, and automobiles,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
We
So
talk
it's a long
buggies.
weekend.
Long weekend. Where are you
What's
going?
going on? I'm going to be at Mole Expo.
Tomorrow.
So I'll be in there tomorrow morning to drop this off.
Hey, when's the? Don't they do like a big market stall or something or some?
Yeah, that's on the Monday.
Is it
That's a swap.
trash and treasure sort of thing?
Yeah, that's right. So that's a separate event, but it's at the same location. So go there if you want to see.
And
and
I
find
would
some
like
old
to
bargains.
announce our massive sale.
What's your message sale?
Massive sale on every weekend.
Oh, look out for it.
Yeah, look out. Jump online if you want to snag yourself a bargain. We're getting in Expo Spirit.
That's right.
Well, that has been show 211. Thank you to everybody watching.
Yes. And we're going to be doing it all over again
Next week.
next week.
And you're going to have your trophy. You have to wear it around your neck.
If I get
Like
a trophy.
I do when I... Well, you will.
How do you know I'll get a trophy?
Well, at least you'll get like a...
Well,
you
we'll
know,
see.
keep up the good word, like
Well,
an encouragement award.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to be
Okay.
filming, right? We'll
Filming.
be filming on Monday. So
Monday.
we will have all the footage from the Model Expo as well.
Will we?
Mm.
Well, that's a commitment.
Isn't it?
So from Monday to Friday, you're going to edit
Oh,
all
I
that?
didn't say we're going to show it on Friday.
Oh,
I just said we're going
well-
to have some footage.
oh, okay. Fantastic, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I'm Brett,
I'm BJ.
and thanks for watching us. See you next week.
Bye-bye. See you.